Hello, beautiful Cancers. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have you all here with me today. We are going to do a fun little tarot reading for you on the subject of career, money, and finances. Do keep in mind, these are general messages. Not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Cancers out there. So please do only take away messages that resonate with you. Take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are, Cancer. Feel free to release or push aside anything that doesn't fit your circumstance or scenario. But that being said, I always encourage you to come into these with an open mind and an open heart. Sometimes messages take a few days, a few weeks to resonate. If they do later down the line, that's great. That's fantastic. Everything else you're going to want to know about this video will be in the description box right below here, including the beautiful decks I'm using as well as my social media channels. Check those out if you're interested. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, we're going to hop in. We will use this as a clarifying deck as needed. Wow, you got poppers already. Your cards are hot, Cancer. All right. We'll clarify those there. So let's hop in. Your energy is Ace of Swords. All right, I like that. Something about innovative, I just heard. New thoughts, new ideas, communications. So yeah, something about an idea that kind of hits you out of the blue. As for some of you, it's like you're sitting on your couch eating a bag of potato chips, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. Something about the missing link. Or some sort of idea that is a game changer. It changes the game. It changes the course of the project, the direction of the project. It changes the game. Yeah, interesting. But again, very positive. The sword of truth, if you will. It's pointed straight up, straight and narrow, high up at the sky. Channeling messages from above, something greater, right? Like the universe intended for this information to be like brought upon you. And something about when I said the straight and narrow, that may be the problem. That may be the issue of why you weren't coming to it sooner, is that this thought or idea may be a little bit outside the box. It may not be traditional. It may not be within the status quo or what's acceptable, or even if you work independently, if you're not, serving someone else. Yes, something about this idea, it's just a new way of doing it, something you've never done before. You may feel like a fish out of water, like you're a little bit out of your element. You don't have much experience in this realm of the project. I think you get what I'm saying. But it's a good one, and I think you're going to get excited about it. Clarifying that is the Eight of Wands. So Virgo just had this as well. All right. So Eight of Wands is rapid or swift movement. I love it. It sometimes involves communication as well as travel. So some of you may have an idea that metaphorically takes you to new lands. Your business may be reaching a wider network of people, reaching people in other towns, other cities, other states, other continents, right? I was gonna say other planets. Probably not, but hey, maybe. Whatever it is you do. If you work in astrology, maybe you're channeling people in Mars. No judgment, right? Kidding. Okay. So reaching new followers, though, new subscribers, right? Maybe you have a YouTube channel or social media. Messages of communication being sent out rapidly and swiftly because of this new idea that you have. Reaching more clients, reaching more customers. It could be the opposite, more people reaching out to you for work. Sorry, Cancer, my camera froze there. So I was saying this could be your name or your idea, your work being published in some sort of I was going to say newspaper, but I don't even know if people use newspapers anymore. Article, magazine, journal, whatever. It's like word gets out about you, and then all of a sudden it's like bees to honey. They flock. The news of your business or your skills spreads like wildfire. People come from all over to either speak with you, to communicate. Maybe some of you do public speaking for a living, giving speeches or coaching or pep talks or even therapy, some sort of discussion at hand. Interesting. This could be an idea, but it could also be a new contract. Because it's sword energy, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So yeah, there's a whole array of what that could be professionally, like career-wise, but it seems really good. So that's the energy you're currently in or stepping into in the next, there's no timeline on this. I'll say the next few weeks, the few months, whatever. Take what resonates. So what is your challenge or focus then? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the beginning of something new, a new seed that needs to be germinated. Some of you might be moving homes, moving locations of your business, moving the office, moving the studio. I'm just getting like having to put everything in your backpack and go on to the next thing. Or, okay, if some of you are traveling, yeah, I'm just getting the idea of packing up all your shit and getting on the plane and packing in this suitcase and staying at this hotel and packing it all up again, or whatever you do may be very labor intensive, like physical movement. And again, maybe you work in a factory and you're packing and shipping things or whatever. Yeah, there's something about it's new though. So this would be again, like a new endeavor or a new route that you're taking it. Maybe you're starting to ship things overseas, and for the longest time it was only, come to our store and buy this. All of a sudden you're reaching out, over the internet, and that's exploded. Yeah, it's like a new endeavor is your challenge. I'm getting that it's more labor intensive, it's heavier than you thought. For those going into some sort of, this just came through, for those going into some sort of, like, as I was saying, therapist or helping others, something about it's heavier than you thought. Having to deal with other people's baggage or other people's emotions, other people's wounds is heavier than you thought it would be. It's affecting you more deeply than you thought. You're working your ass off to earn a pretty penny. But here's the thing though, I think for a lot of you, you are enjoying it. You understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that this is like a means to an end to get to your destination, to your wish fulfillment. But yeah, it's like finding your footing. When you start a new business, there's an adjustment period. You don't always make money immediately, right? You get back what you put into the project is sort of what's important here. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is sometimes it's called the single ladies or the single man's card. This may require a lot of effort on you specifically. It may be taking a toll on, I am just getting physically, like, health. You may be extremely tired at the end of the day. And even if you're not doing physical labor, if you're staring at a screen all day and you're compiling spreadsheets and it's, this new project and it's gonna change everything. It's gonna help move things along. It's a better process. There's something that's making you physically exhausted by it. And this card can also talk about leaving the comfort zone. The 9 of Pentacles is self-sufficient. He or she has earned all this money, him or herself, right? But there's the idea of they haven't taken that final great risk to achieve the reward of, like, the 10 of Pentacles. Staying in the safety zone, in the comfort zone, that's what you're rejecting. That's what you're leaving behind. And so understandably, when you are operating out of one small unit or one small shop, whatever this is for you, right? I'm giving examples. Once you finally take this project on the road and move with it, you start rolling, right? It's more labor intensive, and again, the reward isn't coming in as fast as you would like. It's taking its time, it's taking its effort, and the fact that it's seeds, right? Pentacles, the fact that it's pentacles, like seeds, it can't be rushed. I say this every time, right? You can't force a seed to become a flower overnight. You can will it and wish for it to happen, but ultimately, nature's going to take its course. This business, this project, this whatever, even relationship for some who are interested in that, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. It's like, just keep putting in the effort. Your blood, sweat, and tears are going to pay off eventually. That's what I'm sensing. We'll keep going through and seeing, but you're going to get the reward eventually. I mean, you're already halfway there, right? If you're coming from 9 of Pentacles energy and leaving it behind, I'm almost getting like 8 of Cups with this. The idea of being satisfied, status quo. Okay, like, we're good, we're comfortable, it's all right, but we can do better. And doing better, it's going to require effort and taking risk. Financial risk is what this is. But it's a golden idea. You're excited about the idea. And it's funny, it's kind of the opposite of what we had here, isn't it? Rapid, swift communications, and so, yeah, something about these have to do with each other. It's sort of, yeah, I guess the two don't go hand in hand instantly. like a lot of work, a lot of new clientele, a lot of new interest in your product or in what it is that you do. But yet it's the money that's slow. Okay, that's what it is. I think this Eight of Wands is representing the passion, the drive, the excitement, either from you on the project or from people surrounding you. So if you were to look at like the number of hits on your website, it's through the roof, right? But if you look at the number of sales, it's minimal. That's what this is saying. Okay, all right, I just had to kind of understand that for a second. So what is the help available to my Cancers here? The World. Bigger thinking, stepping outside the box, I think we said earlier, a different vantage point, a different viewpoint, seeing the larger picture, travel for a lot of you, expanding your network. The World Wide Web, right? The World card. I just heard going digital. But yeah, bringing your products or your skills or your talents to new venues, to new areas, to new locations, I just heard like new diversity groups, especially if I don't know, if you're doing something very specific that appeals to a certain, I don't know, like religious group or even like ethnic culture. I don't know if I'm not sure what that would be exactly, but it's broadening up the horizons to be like, hey, like, yes, these people typically, even like gender specific. I don't know, like something that sold like ladies, I don't know, like ladies razors, but you know, it's just as good for men, like something ridiculous like that. But that was a terrible example. But yeah, it's like broadening your approach to reach mass audiences. Don't limit yourself to who you think the target audience is. That's what this is. It's your target audience. There's a much, much wider audience or wider clientele group than you're imagining. You're not seeing the forest from the trees. That's what this is saying. For some of you, it's almost like you need to take a vacation to actually step away from this and understand what's really happening. Because with this Eight of Wands, like, it's blowing up in a good way. Something is blowing up. Something's on fire, right? It's wand energy. It doesn't feel like that, though, because you're exhausted and the money isn't there. But this may be going on and you're not even aware of it. Friends are telling their friends, I just heard. The network is widening. You may be reaching, as I said, different states, different continents. Again, for somebody doing spiritual work, reaching higher, I don't know how else to put it. Reaching higher vibrations with like spirit or God or whatever that is for you. The help available to you is coming out of this this very narrow viewpoint or narrow perspective of the potentiality you have. You're sitting on something that's about to burst, and I don't think you're anticipating it. Let's clarify it. Don't limit yourself is what's coming through here. Like, you hold the world in your hands. Whatever you want to do with this project, you can do. I'm just getting, it's a matter of time and effort. But it does seem like you have the viewership or you have the clientele. Clarify the world for Cancer. The Devil. Yeah, something about being stuck. You're not able to broaden your horizons or even see things from a broader perspective because you're stuck in this, I don't know if it's glass half empty mentality or being chained to someone or something. For some of you, you're at a job that's taking up all your energy and time, but it's your side hustle you want to invest all your energy into. And it's like you're shackled, like the devil. This could also be a spouse or a partner or a relationship that it's compromising your ability to do your work properly or fully or give it the time and energy and effort that it needs. Doesn't have to be something bad, but it's something that is incapacitating. Is that the word? It's something that's impacting your ability to go after the world. This could be having to, pick your kids up after school and make them dinner and take them to soccer practice. Again, it's nothing bad, right? Your kids aren't the devil. Maybe you have a Capricorn in your life, right? But there's something that is an inability to achieve the greatest results imaginable or possible right now. And because, here's the weird thing though, is this is coming up in your help section. I'm almost getting that there's one last step for you. Something you need to conquer or defeat. It's almost like judgment energy. Like before we can tie this up in a cute little bow and go from judgment to the world, right? The last card in the major arcana, so that you can begin a new cycle, start something greater, achieve this worldwide success. There's something holding you back, but it's help. This is supposed to happen. There's something that hasn't been tied up in a cute bow. There's lingering energy, and for a lot of you, it is a person. Or a job that you're not quite ready to leave yet. But again, I'm getting it's like you're being kept here for safety. Maybe you need that financial stability of the 9-to-5 job so that, you know, you can, whatever, not be poor and on the street, right? Baby steps. You can't rush nature. There's a process to this. This is such an unusual thing to say, but it's like universe, God, spirit, whatever you believe in. The devil has been sent to you for a reason. And it's to keep you stuck because you're not ready to totally transform into this worldwide success yet. Some of you might be famous eventually, right? There's a reason why this idea or project isn't blowing up yet. And it's to keep you stuck in this position for a reason, because something about this, you're not supposed to leave yet. You're not supposed to move yet. You're not supposed to... But also, it's about understanding why, and it has to do with internally what needs to be conquered. There's something about an internal battle with yourself. That's the devil, right? He exists within us all. And a lot of times the devil can be the comfort zone. A lot of times. It makes you feel comforted, but is it good for our growth and development as a person? Not really. It's sweet. It's intoxicating. It can be addictions, right? It can be staying in an unhealthy relationship because you don't want to be alone. This is going to be different for everybody, but I'm getting there's a reason why you can't reach this greater status or whatever, more abundance right now. It has to do with this person because there's a final battle. There's a battle with the devil. Something about sympathy for the devil, that song came up in somebody else's reading too. So yeah, this person, it's like if they are hindering your ability to grow as a person, you feel bad for them. You feel like they need you, or you feel like you owe them something, or you're some sort of toxic relationship. And I use the word toxic lightly. I don't think this person necessarily has malicious intent, but it's it's not allowing you to achieve what you're supposed to achieve in this world, in this lifetime, okay? Last card. What is your advice or guidance? The Four of Cups. Taking inventory of what is bringing you joy in the current moment now. Are you living in a mindset of glass half empty where you're blocking your own opportunities to expand and grow? Are you not seeing opportunities that rest there right in front of you? Because again, you're so consumed in whatever this is. This is about looking around you and finding new ways to do it. Finding new innovative ways to conquer the demons, conquer the battles, fight the fight, stand up for yourself, vocalize or speak up, something about that. I think Leo got this card too. It's the idea of climbing up the walls. Something about you is so agitated that you're not progressing forward. It's driving you mad. It's driving you crazy. You're climbing up the walls, right? Let's clarify it. I'm almost getting your idea is to don't jump yet. That's what this devil is. It's like the opposite of fool energy. It's like, don't jump off the cliff yet. Like, look before you leap. Don't quit your job just yet. There's a reason why you're here. That's sort of what I'm getting. You're agitated and it's like you're ready to jump out the window or something. It's like, get me out of here. I'm not happy. The success isn't coming. I've put in all this time. I've worked, 72-hour weeks and like there's nothing. There's nothing. You're missing something that's right in front of you or that could offer you at least contentment, if not joy. Something needs to be reassessed or I don't know if it's mending fences or finally dealt with. The same way I was saying like judgment energy, before you can move on and close out a cycle, there's something that's pulling you back here and it may have to do with your emotions. Can we clarify Four of Cups for Cancer? Clarify Four of Cups for Cancer, please. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you have to speak your truth. You have to deliver some sort of message, or maybe receive some sort of message. Some of you are still learning about your emotions, and this has to do with being emotionally ready for things to take off. Yeah, and I was sort of sensing that too with the Devil. A lot of my Cancers out there who are resonating with this, you still have some internal work to do on yourself, and that's nothing to be like upset about. It's actually kind of beautiful. It's like nature is giving you time to make sure that you're ready for this. Like nature doesn't want you to rush into this because they want it to be successful. They want it to grow. They want you to achieve the world and all your dreams. But I'm just getting like universe is trying to communicate with you so you can really take a look at yourself. Take a look at your emotions and understand emotional triggers, toxic behavior, even like I just heard regrets, things in the past you wish you could change or had gone differently. Something about understanding or accepting the truth of the situation, and again, settling the emotions around that. And I will say, bottom of your deck is the Three of Swords. So yes, some of you in the past or even in the present are still maybe getting over some emotional hurdles. This is the card of sorrow, of heartbreak, sometimes depression. It's like Spirit is giving you the gift of time to really get yourself in order, because I'm just getting, when it comes in Cancer, it's coming in like wildfire. It's going to be rapid. So yeah, take the time to take care of yourself, to take care of your health and your body and your mind. Something about learning lessons, or you know what this could also be, gaining more experience and knowledge, almost like going back to school to take a few courses in it so that you're really well versed. So when things are ready, they can take off and you already know all the information. You've already read all the books. You've already done all the research. If it's not going back to school, yeah, it's brushing up on your skills and abilities, taking courses online, something like that. And I have to hammer this home because it's important, especially for you, Cancer, a water sign. This is going to help you not only mentally and financially, it's going to help you emotionally. Because you know how I was saying something about when you're helping others, you may not realize what a heavy burden it is to work with other people's emotions or baggage, or if you're doing some sort of like social work and you're meeting people who come from really, grim pasts and have very heavy stories. As a water sign, that energy that they're giving off, their stories they tell, that's going to affect you. This is making you stronger. It's like you're becoming a warrior. You're becoming a warrior of your emotions so that you can learn not to be affected by other people's energy. Because as this business expands, as there's rapid, swift action and travel and communication, going worldwide, traveling the world, expanding your network, you're going to be dealing with a lot more people, Cancer, aren't you? So yeah, if there's one little thing that you haven't dealt with, like the skeleton in your closet, something that needs to be reconciled, something that needs to be reconsidered, and it's making peace with the past and putting this energy to bed. This could even be insecurity or fear or lacking self-confidence. It's like we're trying to abolish this devil via knowledge and information and studying, as well as emotional coping. I hope that lands for someone. This was a very interesting read, Cancer. That's what I got for you. Please let me know in the comments below if this resonated for you. Like, share, subscribe. That helps me so much. And I will see you guys very soon. All the best to you, Cancer. Bye.